everybody. I'm Larry.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run for the first time with Devontae there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They get 31 yards that time, and it'll give the Falcons a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Third down now following the run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy Carlin plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, Jaron Brown's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the... Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Atlanta.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for someone to throw to. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Falcons will extend their... Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, Jerron Brown's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. First down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Let's go. 1, 9, 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit in the run that they got.
The play out incomplete. A turnover would have really helped accept it. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 2nd down now after the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Finding time. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Sanu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now a play fake here on first down. The left side completion to Jones. The 15 yards through the air and a first down.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Forced out to his left. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either team?
And here now come the Falcons. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Holding. Offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
Let's go. What?
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Let's go. What?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Let's go. What?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Atlanta Falcons are in for the touchdown. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's...
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And Jones has it over the middle. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. Can't find anyone open. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Surveying the field. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's third down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
About offense is what you call hit.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposite. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down. Freeman again. And he'll take it inside. And the Saints signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here.